Today's video is about living alone and my own experience in university, how I started the journey. Vile tu nilianza, like how everything went tangu ni move from my parents' home to going to JUJA to live alone because I had to go to study. So yeah, first of all, it is not easy living alone, by the way. Adulting is not a joke. Kujiambia tu ati let me leave my parents' house, I go live alone. That was your cousin mom. Before you decide to live alone, please do research. Understand how people live alone. Like, don't even research. Try to remember how your parents used to live. Not really. You should. Adulting is tiresome. So here are the things I've learned from living alone as a girl in JUJA. Yeah. In JUJA. I know people think JUJA is full of men, 90%, but it's not true. It's not true. That status changed because they introduced another college called CoRed, which is College of Human Resource and something that brought in more girls. Let me fix my belt. Oh, I've not shown you my top. Looking cute. Things I've learned. Number one, loneliness. The amount of loneliness that comes with living alone is so much, because you move from being with people all the time to being alone. Because in primary you had people around, you had your parents. In high school you had, if you were in boarding, you had people around, like you constantly had people around. Now when you join uni, you live alone. You have people around, but you're alone. Uko kwa nyumba yako peke yako, because the only time you meet people is either if you live in the hostels, which you'll have roommates and mtakuwa kwa room moja, and maybe if you live in hostels. But if you live outside school, loneliness. Nakwambia, this thing is tough. Kukaa hapo unajua kuwa lonely ni kujiongelesha. Like, it's basically talking to your mind and not having someone else to listen. Because if you have someone else to listen to you, it makes the burden easier, because ujiongelesha, you can hear someone else's thoughts. But ukiishi peke yako, you only listen to yourself. You're your only counsel. Yani, it's tiresome. Number two, bills. Kulipa bills. Kwanza vitu kama rent. Imagine me, my first time I didn't pay my rent for the first 2 months because I was not in my mind that I'm supposed to pay rent. Until the time the landlord came for me and told me I'm supposed to pay my rent, and I'm shocked. Kumbe I'm an adult, I have to pay my rent. So yeah, that's what made me know that I'm an adult, that I have to pay rent. Also, things are expensive when you're living alone because the money you're getting is limited. And like, ungekuwa ukiishi na wazazi, they're like, oh, pesa iko hapo juu, endo ununue mkate, pesa iko hapo juu, endo ununue sijui nini. Now when you're living alone, you have to budget for everything. Lazima ujue nini na buy, nini si buy. And then when you live with your parents, ulikuwa na hiyo leeway ya kuchukua to change to 5 bob na buy kitu ingine. Saa hii hauna hata hiyo 5 bob unachukua saa hii hata ikusaidii because it's too little. As in, bills ni mob. You have to pay for transport, you have to pay for rent, you have to pay for water. Imagine some of these places in JUJA don't offer you water. You have to buy your own water. So you have to buy water. You have to buy your own books. Kwanza kwa books. All through my life I've been being bought books ready. They're there, they're covered. Now you're in uni, hauna hata books. But doesn't mean you need so many books, because utatumia tu book moja na for me, I've been using notebooks of my previous high school, so I didn't buy books. But my point is, you have to buy your own stationery. You're not being bought for. Neighbors try to take advantage of you if you're a girl. I said JUJA is not densely populated by men, but it is in a way, since it's a technological school, so most of the people residing in JUJA are male. Now most of them wanaishi peke yao as bachelors, vitu kaizo. So if you're a girl and you live alone and you're outside school, it's kind of hectic because watu wanaona, this girl is alone. Let me go sumbuaha kidogo, I see what she does. Like, there are a couple of guys who used to come to my place knocking wakisema, oh, I need to buy you lunch. Oh, I was scared. And then also there are men taking advantage. It's not like I'm saying men are bad, but it's just in their nature to want to be curious about a beautiful lady. So me, I'm not interested in them, and I was finding it bothersome, botheristic for them to come to my door, keep knocking at night. Oh, sijui, what have you cooked today? Because most of them are asking for food because they're men, they don't want to cook. Most of them eat outside. So number 4, unhealthy living foods. 90% of my friends, when we joined uni, were all eating fast food every day, like daily, on a daily fast food. And then me, with the umama I used to boil my own cereal. Not cereal, Weetabix cereal, beans, maize cereal. I don't know, maize, njahe. I used to buy them and boil them. Then I store them because I had the facility. And most of them, hizo food wanakula ni very unhealthy. Me didn't know how they used to survive with unhealthy food. Ama ukunja tu kula nini in their homes, because it's the freedom that they got to eat whatever they want. Anyways, maybe I stuck to eating things that are akina skuma and ugali. I used to make ugali at my place. Not used to, I still make ugali. But actually, right now, none of my friends cooks for themselves, but they still buy food. And it's almost a year down the line. And anyway, yeah, when you join uni, you'll find different varieties of food. That kuna snacks every joint. Kwanza in JUJA, every fucking point kuna snacks. Then cheap, like you can get a piece of chicken for 50 bob, some fries for 100 bob, some 2 hot dogs for 100 bob, burgers for 100 bob. Like, yeah, you're spoiled for choice. But then that's also balance your options. Number 5 is too much freedom. Living alone comes with too much freedom. You have so much time, and you don't even know what to do. Unashinda tu umelala. Like, unalala, because umeshinda umefikiria the whole day. You can't find solutions to what you're thinking too of. You don't want to tell people about the things you're going through because you don't trust anyone, you're in a foreign land. So it's hard. Living